Morning, friends. We're looking at a verse this morning in Acts, and it's talking about being surprised in prayer. Anybody been surprised in prayer? I know I have. And there was kind of a comical situation in the early church, Acts chapter 12, where Peter was in jail, and the whole church was gathered together at John Mark's mama's house, praying that it says Peter was therefore kept in prison, but constant prayer was offered to God for him by the church. And so the church is gathered together day in and day out. And this is a serious situation, although it kind of gets comical. Peter may die in this situation. So they're praying fervently. They're praying hot before the Lord, and they're crying out to God. And so Peter gets released from jail in the middle of the night by an angel. And it says that even Peter doesn't know if what's going on with him is real or not. It says, but the angel was real, but thought he was seeing a vision. He didn't even know if it was really going down. So anyways, Peter is wondering, and he goes back to the house. He goes back to the church. So when he had considered this, he came to the house of Mary, the mother of John, whose surname was Mark, where many were gathered together praying. And as Peter knocked at the door of the gate, a girl named Rhoda came to answer. Good old Rhoda. When she recognized Peter's voice, it's in the middle of the night. Somebody knocks on the door, you're probably not going to open the door either. But then she hears Peter's voice. She recognizes his voice. Peter was a talker. He was probably a boisterous guy, and so she recognized his voice right off the bat. But when she recognized his voice, because of her gladness, she did not open the gate. She was so excited by the answer to prayer. Just a minute before, she was participating and crying out to God for Peter's release. And now she's faced with it all by herself. Oh my goodness, Peter is here at the front gate. She ran in and announced that Peter stood before the gate. Now she's interrupted the prayer meeting. How many know that the only way to interrupt a prayer meeting is with an answer? Can I get a witness? That's about it. If you interrupt a prayer meeting with anything else, you're going to be in a bad situation. But they said to her, you are beside yourself. You're getting a little too emotional, Rhoda. Seriously. Yet she kept insisting that it was so. He's at the front door. He's at the front door. God's answered our prayer. So they said, it is his angel. Listen, we got to placate Rhoda a little bit. We got to get her out of here because we're trying to have a prayer meeting and she's busting this thing wide open. Yet she kept insisting that it was so they said it is his angel. 16. It was an angel, all right, but it wasn't Peter. The angel let him out. Can I get a witness? Now Peter continued knocking. Peter continued knocking. He's the answer to prayer. He's standing at the front door and he just continues to knock. And there in there, Lord, free Peter. And when they opened the door, they saw him and they were astonished. How many times are we astonished? Because we get too caught up in doing something for God that we miss his answers to prayer. His answers to prayer are all around us. And so many times we're so caught up in the work that we don't see what he's doing. So that's the challenge today. Look around because God's answering prayer. Look up because God's answering prayer. Take time and just double check and make sure that your answer to prayer isn't at the front door. God bless you. We'll talk to you next time.